and welcome again to Spence Dogs Lounge. And here is, as promised, another weekly comic roundup video. I did read some comics last week, but a little bit behind on uploading this past video. But here is the comics I read from this past week from my pull list. Alright, from DC, I'm starting off with Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 3. This title, it's pretty good so far. I'm liking it. The Dark Trinity has assembled. We have Bizarro, Red Hood, and Artemis. They've officially met each other. And there was a pretty powerful moment in this issue between Red Hood and Bizarro, where Jason, he sees a connection to Bizarro, as in his history he went through the Lazarus pit and came out different, and he can connect himself to Bizarro. So powerful moment in that issue. Overall, art is still consistent from Dexter Soy. If you like Jason Todd at all in the DC continuity and want to read anything about him, highly recommend this series. Check it out. And then Supergirl number 2. I'm actually liking this so far. Granted, I have seen the first season of Supergirl on the CW, and it has the same vibe of the first season. Steve Orlando, he's doing a good job giving Kara Danvers a proper story, but one complaint is the de-aging. She's 16 instead of like 26. No big deal, but it's pretty interesting so far because we have Cyborg Superman back. Personally, the concept to me is pretty interesting, and I guess he wants to bring Argo City back to life. Interesting stuff. Overall, I like it. Sometimes the art from Brian Ching is a little bit inconsistent, but overall this book has a good quality to it. If you're a fan of Supergirl, I highly recommend you read this. And then from Marvel this past week, the Dark Art saga continues in Daredevil. Man, oh man, this has been pretty good so far. You have this creepy Inhuman going around murdering Inhumans and using them as art pieces. This takes serial killing to the next level, using it as an art form. Okay, it's a little bit creepy, but haven't seen this in a Daredevil title in a while. Charles Soule is once again doing a good job balancing between Matthew Murdock as his lawyer occupation and Daredevil. Plus, we got to see Daredevil have a confrontation with the Inhumans in this past issue. He was able to meet with Karnak. We got a nice little fight in it, and he was able to talk to Medusa. This is shaping up to be one of my favorite arcs of Marvel right now. So if you like Daredevil and want to read this, catch up and read this arc. It's pretty good. And then last from Marvel, well, this actually came out a couple weeks ago, is Jessica Jones number 1. Man, Brian Michael Bendis, he has a way with doing stuff with his comics. Jessica Jones number 1 is no exception. So basically what it looks like, she got out of jail, and we don't really know how or why she got in there, but when she gets out, there's a series of events that take place. We see Misty Knight and Spider-Woman confront her, asking, "Where's the baby?" And this has me interested in asking a lot of questions, and there are a lot of things relating back to the Secret Wars event that Marvel did last summer. This title is very interesting, and if you ever watched the Netflix Jessica Jones series, highly recommend getting into this. And then there's also the original Alias run by Brian Michael Bendis as well. And then last comic, Reborn by Mark Millar and Greg Capullo. So We all know the idea, the cycle of life and death, where do we go, heaven and hell, but this, it brings it into a creative new direction. Basically, from this past issue, it's the number one issue. When you die, it looks like you get sent to this giant science fiction fantasy world. And recently I have been giving Image Comics a try. This was really good. It had felt more mature and grasping at bigger ideas that we do see it in DC and Marvel, but not as prevalent. Man, guys, seriously, I highly recommend reading this. But anyways, those were the titles I read. And what are you reading? Comment down in the comment section. If you liked the video, give it a like. Subscribe to me on Twitter at SpenceDogYoy. And there were comics that just came out this week. And I will try to get another video out in the next couple days or so. Thank you for giving me a watch, and have a good rest of your day.